Hey Taurus, how you doing? Welcome back to Gypsy Road Tarot. Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick reading for you. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm just doing present, past, present, future energy for you. I've already pulled some cards. I meditated on your cards. And I got overall energy for you as well with the House of Night Oracles. And also during the pre-shuffle, I what flew out for me was the Three of Cups. Um, I'm going to read it from the tarot guidance just so that it comes out fully, completely, clearly, not my interpretation. I always do that on a flyer. That way you have a complete interpretation of what that particular card symbolizes for you. It was it flew out real, like, boom, like it really flew out. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. So there's a message there. Three of Cups. Relationships take work and attention if they are to thrive, Taurus. If you tended your most beloved relationships, there are these amazing moments when you don't have to do anything but simply love and enjoy each other. You and your loved ones are in that sweet place where you are helping each other feel like and be your best selves. These wonderful moments are spontaneous. They may feel like indulgences that you don't have time for, but really, you can't afford not to have them. And they feed your soul in important ways. So, those are your celebrations, okay? Very important to celebrate your loved ones all the time. Important message for you, Taurus. All right, your overall energy from the House of Night is. I just had this for Leo. That wasn't the overall. That was the bottom of the deck energy for Leo. But we're gonna go ahead and call this your overall energy. Okay. This is a sign that all your needs are being met, that you are close to achieving your goal, fulfillment. So, number 20 breaks down to a 2 if that's important for you. Numerology, you could look that up. Also, celebrate your choices at this time. That goes along with 3 cups that flew out. For you have drawn the symbol of fulfillment. Now is the time to integrate and digest what you have learned of late. Okay? Savor every moment and know that every encounter is intended to feed your soul. You're meant to have a rich, satisfying life and taste all that experience has to offer. Look around and recognize all the ways that your life is already full. You have so many reasons to feel good about yourself. All is well will be well when you choose fulfillment. Okay. We also pulled, and I love this for you, Taurus. Number 42 breaks down to a 6. It is confidence. Okay. I had to find a page, sorry. Okay, so be safe in the castle in the Isle of Skye, to be given to you when the time is right. The time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive many gifts. Know that I have chosen you, Taurus, and that you have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step toward your goal with confidence. The Divine says they'll be with you every step of the way. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I want to look at your past energy real quick. You have the Hermit. Okay. This is you finding a mentor, you being a mentor, you searching for, usually the light in the lantern is enlightenment, okay? You're taking a break from society, and you're making a commitment to your own spiritual growth. Now, present moment, you have the Seven of Autumns. You're called to have patience. Don't worry, take time to rest, take time to plan your next steps. You're going to be making now in the present a prudent investment of time or money. Prudent investment. All circling around this confidence and this fulfillment. And, right now you're trying to find or be a mentor. Okay, you're taking a little break, but you are committing to your growth. Beautiful. Okay, so your future energy. Wow. 10 of winter. That is beautiful. Look at that. Incredible. This is the resolution of difficulties for you, Taurus. A weight lifted off your shoulders and the end of an addiction or any codependencies. All right. You also have, and this is sword energy, air energy. So this is Princess of Air. All right. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. In the near future, you're going to have some information that can help you, but it may also be difficult to hear. But you're going to be speaking the truth with kindness, all right, to a child or an adult. All right, and your overall energy with the fairy deck is your Eight of Autumn. Just had this card also. Came out in Leo's reading. So did the Hermit. Anything else here? Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, webinars, going back to school, apprenticeships. You're an excellent craftsman. You're going to have excellent craftsmanship. And you're also going to have some long-term projects. And this is a girl talking to an older lady. Wisdom is what that looks like to me. But the Eight of Autumn, and that's our Eight of Pentacles. That's our builder card. So you're going to be building something, building something, building wealth. Let me clarify with some Earth Magic oracles. I'll be right back. Okay, Taurus. So, on your journey to fulfillment, right? You are going to take a breath with this forest. You're going to breathe better, okay? Plenty of trees, plenty of leaves, plenty of oxygen. Get out in nature, breathe, take a breath, okay? But that is a breath of fresh air, forest for you, Taurus. This is centered around long-term projects, building something. Take a breath, all right, toward your fulfillment with confidence, okay? With confidence. All right. So, in the recent past, we have the Hermit energy, all right? That's you reflecting back in the winter time about something. In the winter months, you were doing some careful reflection in this Hermit energy, but you were looking for some kind of enlightenment or looking or waiting for a mentor. You were literally taking a break from society. You were making a commitment to your own growth, your own spiritual growth. So that was in the recent past. All right, so that could have been during winter solstice that started up for you. Now here in the present energy, we have waterfall. This is effortless. So this is just emotions pouring. It's very effortless. This is ebb and flow. just the natural flow of things, right? Like a waterfall. And a lot of that is tied to our emotions because it is water energy, right? But you're looking at pentacles, okay? You could have been in the fall starting to look at an investment, some kind of investment of your time or your money. You could have also decided to take some rest, get some rest, and plan your next steps. Patience, don't worry. And then you've got this as effortless here in the present, just going to ebb and flow. It's just going to flow. All right. Water also represents love. So peace, love, effortless. It's all effortless here in the present. Near future, there is going to be a resolution of difficulties. You're going to have a weight lifted off of your shoulders. And you're also going to end an addiction or codependency. That's going to be the end and a new beginning. With that, you have some kind of vision quest. Okay? So you have a vision of how you're going to resolve some difficulties. All right? And you're being very inquisitive, you're being truthful, realistic, undiplomatic, and that's coming up in the future. You're going to sit still. You're going to take the time to sit in stillness in the beauty and the wonder of the lake, possibly. Walk by the lake, sit by the lake. Lake energy, stillness, quiet energy. Okay? And you're going to get some information that can help you. Also, some information that could be a little difficult to hear. So this could be a message coming in from someone. Okay? That's a message. That's some type of communication that you're going to get. All right? Or you're going to give some type of communication to someone. You're going to speak the truth, but you're going to be kind about it. All right? To a child or an adult. Perfection. All right, let me get some tarot on these oracles. Okay, and we already know you're just going to take a breath. You're going to take a breath. Get out in nature and just take a breath. That could be, a lot to do with the overall energy of this. Before you start building, you're going to have to do a little more research, possibly. Okay? But that's good. That's all going to lead you to your fulfillment with confidence. All right, I will be right back. This looks like a great reading so far, Taurus. So, Taurus, here you have knowledge about something. You're very confident in that knowledge, but you're being very quiet about something also. You're holding a scroll here, all right? You're not divulging some sort of information, something that you know intuitively, okay? And you're handling this information of yours with confidence, all right? Headed toward fulfillment. You're going to sit with it for a little while. That's what you're sitting with here. You're going to take a breath, right? And you are going to do a little more research before, you proceed. Excellent craftsmanship, too. Long-term projects. So you could be looking for a project, something to build on. This is definitely the builder card, okay? That's building security, foundation, wealth, all that. All right, so you could be looking for something very stable, a stable foundation, something to build on. All right, back in the recent past, concerning this fulfillment, reflection. My God, you were really, really, really seeking some type of enlightenment with that Hermit energy, looking for a mentor, and making a commitment to your growth. Back in the winter, you could have done this reflection, right? We've already said this. Choked on my coffee. Sorry, guys. And you are in the Hangman energy. Okay, that's also careful reflection. That's light dawns on marble head, right? This is looking at something through a new lens, a new perspective. Okay, trying to get a different perspective on something. In the recent past, you've done this, okay? but it's some kind of information you're not speaking up about. You're very intuitive and keeping it to yourself for right now. Now, for the present moment, all right, you are having patience. You're not worrying. You're taking time. You're resting. You're planning your steps. You're looking for a prudent investment. This should all be pretty effortless for you. Everything just go with the flow. And I dare say this reading is looking fantastic because sitting right here with that is the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor, he has that sword of, or that wand of enlightenment, right? Right there. Okay. He has the wand of enlightenment. That's also the wand of action. Wands are fire. Wands are passion. Something he's passionate about. And the Emperor knows what he wants, and he always knows what to do. Okay? The Emperor. Near future. And here's the thing. You have this 10 of winter, so there's going to be, in the near future, an ending, a new beginning. You're going to resolve some issues, okay? And codependency issues and things of that nature. You may have to be realistic. You might be getting a message or giving a message. Whatever it is, going to be difficult to hear, right? It's going to be the truth. You're going to speak the truth, but you're going to be kind about it to an adult child. All right. With your 10 of winter, you have a vision quest. And with that Princess of Winter, you're sitting on it. You're being still about that right now. And what you're seeing here with this is no growth in a situation. You've planted some seeds, okay? And where you've planted these seeds, they cannot grow, okay? So they can't produce any more than they already have. You've gotten all you can out of those seeds of growth right there. So that's what this is. You're looking for an ending and a new beginning for new growth. Okay. Upright, you've planted the seeds. You're watching them grow, and they're really producing. Okay. This, no production in that. It can't produce anymore. Don't know why, but you know, intuitively, you know, all right, with confidence too. Let me get you another oracle. I'll be right back. All right, so somebody that you care about, somebody that you're, it says fall into my arms and surrender. So someone you've surrendered to. You're holding the opposites here. So you may have opposite viewpoints and things of that nature, but it's very, very watery. It's very full of loving energy, okay? But these are the extremes of life, okay? So everything that's getting dumped into this pool is from external factors, from externals dumping and pouring into this, okay? You do still have the natural water flow, which is very purifying, and that's what you're standing in. But then there's this coming at you, and this coming at you. Could be a little toxic up here. Okay, those are the extremes of life. But you're still holding the opposites and surrendering. You take a breath, you know you need to, you know, build on something. You're creating a long-term project. You're being very uh, intuitive and keeping some things to yourself with confidence, moving towards your fulfillment. Recent past, you've done a lot of reflection, looked for a lot of enlightenment, um, looked at things through a new perspective. All right, and what we have clarifying that is your inner child. Beautiful, beautiful energy, tenderness, learning to be more tender in the recent past. Innocence, that could have to do with children. Okay, rare gifts here in the recent past. So you've had the golden children here in the recent past, and you saw some things, with a new perspective. All right, beautiful. Good job. All right, present energy. We're clarifying the hermit, this effortlessness, this new investment, time and money, going to be effortless with the emperor. You know that. You know the emperor's there with you, strong, reliable, dependent. And, he holds the power of all four kings also. So he's truthful, honest, passionate, and down to earth, right? Okay, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings here in the present. So you have new beginnings and new solutions, and you will survive this effortlessly. Okay, near future. Whatever wasn't growing, okay, there had to come an end to it. You have to put an end to something. You got a message. You got some kind of message about some kind of ending, new beginning, a new vision quest, taking a break, being still. You've done a lot of reflection, but now you're looking at, why isn't this showing me any growth, right? Well, there's a reason for that. It's called devotion, it's called potency, but it's also called, you make your life a living prayer. So that could be getting devoted to your spiritual growth a little bit and doing some big picture thinking. Something alerted you to do big picture thinking. All right, look at life through a bigger picture, a wider lens, a bigger, Pleiades energy, and become a visionary in your own life. So now you want to be a visionary, you want to be more creative. Okay, these are your visions now, and you're having some pretty inspired ideas too in the near future. It's incredible. Absolutely. Why not, right? Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites and the extremes of life, right? So all that's going to come along pretty much all at once here. But you're effortless at this, baby. You're going to do it with confidence. You're going to get the fulfillment that you want, But there is a little secret. Something you're holding back, something you're keeping to yourself. That's right there. Keeping a little something to yourself. Don't know what that is, but it's there. Let me get a little tarot on this. I'll be right back. So, Taurus, with the extremes of life here and the fall into my arms, holding the opposites and surrender, be carrying some pretty heavy burdens here. All right? That's fire energy. That's 10 of Wands. That's also putting an end to a lot of burdens that you've been carrying. All right? And starting fresh. Because something over here, in the near future is not growing. It can't grow anymore. Okay? It can't be developed. And this isn't inner knowing. This is intuitively, this. With confidence, you're looking for fulfillment. Take a breath and get ready to build, right? All right, recent past, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. All right, that's your inner child. That's tenderness, rare gifts. This is innocence. Okay, this is all due to careful reflection. So this is a new beginning, a new job, a new key, a new start, a new something. Anything that you can think that's tangible or holds any kind of value. Recent past, this is exactly what you were reflecting on. This is what you were looking for enlightenment on. This is what you were looking at a new perspective on. Okay? And that's that Ace of Pentacles. That's that new beginning in something very tangible, structural, foundational, or movable. Could be a chariot, a new car as well. All right. Now, in the present energy, you've got a lot to celebrate about with this Emperor. It's going to be effortless, all right? You're just trying to figure out a prudent way to spend your money on your new investments, okay? But you're going to celebrate. A few people on this card, a few people are going to be celebrating. It can also be another party into the situation, a third party, okay? But everybody's pouring into the same cup, all right? Everybody's pouring energy back into this cup. And it's all surrounding this new beginning right here, and it's all love. See that? And everybody's got their little enlightenment wands, okay? At their fingertips, everybody's got this enlightenment. We got the Fool. Okay, Geronimo, here we go. Presently starting out on a new journey. Okay, beautiful. Letting go of those burdens, putting them down, and starting something else, all right? Now, interestingly enough, in the near future, got the High Priestess again about this big picture thinking. So it's just something you're keeping to yourself right now, but when you know, intuitively, you know that in the near future, um, you're going to make your life a moving prayer, and you're doing these. That's your devotion to the divine and big picture thinking, being a visionary, having inspired ideas, Pleiades energy. All right. And then because something can't grow anymore where it is, just being still, looking at things, there has to be an ending and a new beginning, and inquisitively, truthfully, flexibly, realistically, okay, undiplomatic. Somebody is here with a message of truth in the near future. An undiplomatic person is going to bring you a message. All right? Truth. The truth. All right? About this big picture thinking and prayer. All right? Near future. Someone's going to be offering you a message. We've got a little bit of fire going up here, but why do we have a Page of Cups with the fire energy? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, water energy, but this is also a message of love. All right? Somebody walking towards you with a message of love. Perhaps this is what you're keeping quiet, because this High Priestess coming up out of that emotion in the water, right? She's very intuitive. She knows a lot. She knows things. Okay? She's coming up out of her emotions, though. Coming up out of that water energy. It's a secret. Near future. It's a secret. Keeping it quiet for a little bit. All right. You know things intuitively. You know things. You're going to stay quiet about that in near future. At least for now. All right. So laying down those wands, those burdens. All right. New beginning. New beginning. All right. Let's get an oracle, native heart oracle. Then I'm going to get you some angel answers and close this up. Be right back. All right, Taurus, this is a beautiful reading for you. I am literally just going to sum it up here with the native heart oracle and angel answers, sum it up for you and let you go. With this fulfillment, we have the Wheel of Creation. It's beautiful. Okay. What does that represent, Taurus? That's movement. Got to get the wheel started, right? Again, we have a new start, right? And we're going to embrace change. We're starting back at 1, right there. Or over here, wherever it is, yeah. If ever I believe my work is done, I start back at 1. Here you go. We're starting back at 1. Okay. This is guidance for new beginnings that are on the horizon. Big winds of change are gathering momentum and will soon be felt if you choose to embrace the change and move forward with love. Beautiful. Now you got the offer, right? That's great. Exciting times lie ahead. Celebrate the now. You've got the Three of Cups celebration. All right? Doing so, you will color your future brightly. Now, the angels are saying helpful people are going to be around you for this new change, right? Right? These winds will bring you great blessings. Additionally, this comes as a reminder that as the wheel of creation spins, we are born each day anew. Within every day, there is a new tomorrow. Leave the past behind you and awaken each morning to greet yourself in the mirror with eyes of compassion and a heart that whispers, "Be true to you." Exciting times lie ahead. Celebrate the now. Doing so will color your future brightly with helpful people. Now we're going to look at the overall energy. This is your crown chakra. Okay, so this is what's going on in your head. Looking forward to this new fulfillment. Okay, we have grounding, assessing your values, right, and sensitivities. Be open to your wilderness. Take a breath, right? Here you will find the unexplainable, raw beauty and divine guidance of who you really are. So, whatever this change is, you're thinking it's going to be more true to yourself, right? This brings you the violet, silver, and golden rays of the crown chakra that connect you with the universal consciousness. Your energy has aligned with that of the Council of 12, a highly evolved, non physical team of masters overseeing the evolution of humanity's heart centered consciousness. It is important to note this occurrence happens when one's crown and heart have expanded to activate the pure love of Christ consciousness. This enables one to further achieve their mission. Recognize your divinity and live in it. That's a powerful message. And you know what follows that? Because we all have free will. It's up to you. It's up to you. So that's working on that spiritual growth even more. Divine faith, wisdom, power, strength, right? Attachment to the physical world, feelings of emotional disconnection, and a resignation to living life this way. However, you're soon going to begin to feel more like yourself. You're going to feel more connected and at one within yourself and with the universe. Reevaluate what is important to you. I can't help but smile. In your physical world, the things you have surrounded yourself with and have come to love have fulfilled their purpose and will give way to a greater way of being. For you, the time is now. You have the ability and the tools within to access higher consciousness. Having the intention to do so is enough. The energy is at your side during this heightened time and reminds you that the timing is perfect for those anchoring the light within the planet and for those just beginning to understand their light. Wow, Taurus, great reading. Love it for you. Gotta get going. Hey guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my readings post. And I will catch you on the flip side very soon because I had to keep it short and sweet. I love you so much. Take care of you. Namaste, my friends. Bye for now.